Hello, everyone. This is Bravo Bravo here to have some fun in the fog. Today, I bring you a game of Leatherface up against a couple of alright survivors. Currently, I am rank 9, green rank still, so nothing all that impressive, but still get a good run for my money from some decent survivors. Here, I catch the Ace Visconti off guard, rev up my saw, and since I basically got an insta saw, it's a viable thing to do. I'm going to give this man credit right now. I think he's the best survivor in this game currently. It just, unfortunately, the way he reacted, I think I caught him off guard and got lucky. So right now, excellent start. I got one saw. They want to break my hooks. That's okay. You got my attention now. Hey, Fang, want to break my hooks? Here I am. So I'm about to bump the locker, and this is intentional to try and keep the timing going. I didn't anticipate her to have head on. I didn't anticipate her to jump out. But I decided to bump the locker to keep the timing going because survivors who are good at this, they know to wait until the very last rev off to the side, which doesn't seem like it's a lethal hit, meaning it won't down the survivors. So good survivors know to jump out then and take away your reaction time. So I decided to bump it to continue it to see what happened, and it worked out, which was great. So I went to investigate quickly to see if Buddy was going to still be there, if they were going to be crouching, look to save the Fang, whatever. Don't find him. It's like, okay, time to move on. Just get your damn unhook, and I'll go see the rest of the state of this game. There's not a whole lot that goes on right now, I admit. So yeah, just roaming. Now, although I had an excellent start of 2 hooks, we're just going to start seeing me demonstrate that I'm not as good a Leatherface as I thought I was. And just like that, the ace gets away. He runs to the cow tree loop, and be perfectly honest with you, that's a really strong loop. I don't bother with it often as killer, particularly if I'm an M1E get up close and in your face killer like Leatherface here. It's a really good loop, and if the survivor knows what they're doing, I probably won't beat them. So yeah, sometimes it's picking your battles. And this Fang decides not to drop the pallet, and I just need by the tip. I miss her. So she's really playing the game to see if she can bait out my saw, and it's getting to that point where it's like, okay, maybe I'm not as good with my saw as I thought I was. So there I try and play a bit of a mind game. And she finally drops the pallet. Now, instead of just standing at the pallet and sawing, I decide to end up coming around the other side to see if I can't get her to run away from the pallet. She doesn't. She stays. And what's kind of fortunate about that is my pathing is I was able to hit the pallet, as you saw. And I'm very happy with that. But if that didn't work out, then I would just use my saw to head towards her as she's leaving the pallet. Now, I want to apologize. It seems like we're getting a bit of a lag right now. And I hope that fixes itself quickly. All right, so initially I didn't see the Claudette at the window there, but I did see the scratch marks, and I just saw her here. So this is the reason that I end up following her to the hook like I do. And now I choose to make this saw decision here because it's like, okay, if you want to give me the free saw, I'll take it. And at this point, that's the second hook for Fang. I pick up the Claudette and I hook her. But as much as I could just end the Fang right now and take her out of the game, that's not fun in my opinion, to just take one survivor out quickly. Like, if you make 3 bad choices in a row, fair enough, I'm going to get you. The Ace Visconti is getting me. And I'm chasing the Fang right now. I see there's some alternative targets, and I just take them. And once again, can't saw to save my life. But I am very much an advocate of don't tunnel off a hook. If you play that way, whatever, who cares, right? But I don't know. I don't want to take the Fang out too early, so just left her on the ground. Yeah, this ace was really good. Good old auto aim, I think I recall that was. I was trying to do like the swing lunge, but I didn't turn the corner very well, so I hit the wall right away. If you hear anyone going, good old auto aim, that was one of those times I would blame auto aim. And my lack of skill. Got the pallet. You know, sometimes that's a victory in itself. Guess we get a bit of a lull in the action here. I'm just going to be roaming. All right, but what's about to happen here is interesting. So I hear a generator that's got some good progress on it. I take a look around, scan the area, and I went straight for the locker. It's not often. I don't know how you could tell if a survivor is going to be in the locker, but killer intuition. Every now and again, you look around, there's nothing suspicious going on, and yeah, it's just like all roads lead to this locker potentially. What? He vanished without a trace? He urban invaded, walked away, or he hid? And I got lucky with that guess this time. That's all it was luck. And guessing. Now, that was a pretty big generator. I wanted to hold that one down, I recall. Yeah, I ain't gonna waste my time on the shack. Not just yet. Now, this was kind of mean of me, because he was just on hook. You know, I gave the Fang mercy earlier, but what I like to say is a bit different about this. This is the second hook, whereas the other one was the third hook. Ooh, Fang coming to the rescue. Maybe I should have eliminated her from the game. But that's no problem. Break that hook. Just gonna come to this one over here. And if you could see that little stutter, I'm pretty sure she interrupted me, which is really funny. Oh, I was really hoping that she would have vaulted that window. So I think at this point I'm just had enough of sawing the Fang. A little too smart for me. So I just go straight for the M1s. And respect to her for not dropping the pallet. She's wise enough to take the hit and just leave the resource for someone else if they need it. Now, I thought she was going to head straight to the pallet. Watching this review, I caught a glimpse of her blue top running straight. Yeah. Sometimes I just go for the mind game and I commit, or I'm not paying attention. So it's kind of cool rewatching interviews. Oh my god. Not interviews, reviews, and considering what I did, because I'm noticing things I wouldn't have normally. 2 lucky locker grabs. Again, just using the intuition of the situation. No scratch marks or nothing. Maybe they're here. My wall hacks helped too. And there was scratch marks and blood there. I knew she had head on, so I tried to approach it from an angle real fast, so she wouldn't head on me. Maybe she had inner strength. Maybe head on just wasn't ready. And a little bit of the disrespect there. But that Fang was great, and I really enjoyed playing with her. So Claudette would have been a much easier target. The Ace Visconti would not be an easy target. And I think I recall seeing someone run to the back generator over here, just to my right. So I go to investigate. And I got an injury on the Ace, which sometimes if you injure someone in a short chase, that's a victory. It's okay as a killer just to get an injury and move on sometimes if the survivor's taking too much of your time. All right. Only 3 for 4. Only 3 for 4. But that decision was based on them jumping into lockers before. There was really no reason to check at that time, other than there's a history of people jumping into lockers. All right, now I know that they're on that generator, and this is what I call high real estate at this point in time. Because they've worked on it, I can tell that they're investing their time into it. And I know 2 survivors are here, so it kind of becomes a priority. Now, I don't want to fall for the mistake of, this poor Claude probably just doesn't notice me. Oh yeah, and that's one time I can showcase that perk. Really helped me out. And for some reason she jumps out like the way she did, so I get that saw. right, so this is funny because I actually bait him this way. I just go back, and he started vaulting, not realizing. Excellent dead hard. Now imagine that pallet was there. This Ace Visconti probably kept running me. And I'm getting a little bit too excited about that down, but he has been giving me a hard time this whole game. He's a very smart survivor, knows how to use the map. Much respect to him. But with survivors like that, just wait for them to put themselves in a vulnerable position where they're already injured and they have to make a hook save, where they're already injured and they're required to take risks to work on a generator. Now I'm just taking a quick look to see if there were scratch marks running by and whatnot. I think that was the first hook for Ace. And I noticed he used his jump attempts. And you know what? If there's a way to chase someone out of the game, I think that's it. All right, so that's basically the end of the video, ladies and gentlemen. So I am just going to quickly fast forward to the end game screen, just so that we get a quick look at that. So yeah, nothing too impressive, if you ask me, for the team lineup, but I still think that Ace was super good, and that they work generators fairly well at this level. So yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in, and have a good rest of your day.